Kuzangbo, dear students, I hope everybody fine at your own home. And then, one thing before I go on with my lesson, I like to request you not to panic too much about the lessons. And as a recollections of what we had learned today, I will be talking about the terms, network terms, definition, and the matrix representation. Basically, network is a set of connection between the people or the destination or activities, as we had discussed in our class. And the second terminology that which we are going to talk about is a vertex. And basically vertex are the points and the edges are the line that join these 2 points. For example, if you look at the figure here, point A and B vertex, A and B is connected. And then third one, we have a degree of vertex, the number of edges that comes off it. For example, if you look at a point D, there are 3 lines which are going out of point D towards A, B and C. Therefore, we say the point D has 3 degrees. Similarly, if you look at the point B, there is a line going from point B to A, B to A, B to D, B to C and B to C. You can see that 5 lines going from B. Therefore, we say it has a 5 degree. Then the another one is a multiple degree exists between 2 vertices or connected by more than 1 edges. For example, point A and B, you see that from point B the line is going to A and from A to B, then we say it is a multiple edges. And then like loops connect the vertex to itself, which we had discussed in the class again. For example, if you look at a point D, since there is no arrow pointing the direction, therefore we assume that it has both the way from clockwise as well as anti-clockwise. Thus we say at point D there is 2 loops. A loop count as a 1 edge and a 2 degree. For example, you see that point D, one in clockwise direction, another one in anti-clockwise direction. We have 3 lines going out, therefore we say at point D there are 5 degrees. Okay, now a simple digraph. Digraph is a thing which we had already discussed, but as a part of recollection, I am just giving you a video. A simple digraph is a graph with no multiple edges or a loop. For example, and isolation vertex not joined by any edges. A point J here is an isolation vertex which is not joined at all by any other points. Degenerate graph has all vertex isolated, which means that all the vertices are not connected to each other. The connected graph, when each vertex can be reached from any other vertex. For example, if you look at the first figure, this graph is connected. You see all the vertices are connected, and this graph is not connected, but 2 vertices here, 2 points here left unconnected. And then finally I have here a complete graph. A simple graph that has every vertex connected to every other point. Then we say this graph is a complete graph. In the first figure we see 3 vertices connected. In the second figure we see 5 vertices connected. Therefore we say that it is a complete graph. Example number 1. Before we go to the example number 1, adjacency matrix. Adjacency matrix in which a number of to know how many edges connect each page vertex of vertex. Compare a graph below. For example, below watching the adjacency matrix class 9 hapchi labne dema bade vlog agani devera that the video show is holbe chuktando vertex A to A jomi the A to A direction to mindu A to A clockwise null 1 anti-clockwise null 2. Therefore there is a 2 loops in a point A. We write A to A as a 2. Then A to B. The A to B khatuludi A le B khatu jomi gadimchi du salabachin A le B khatu jomi 1 to male joda chi with the 2 ase 2. Then similarly we have A to C as a 1. A to C jomi 1 chamchi do. Then D. A to D no 0 imbe. Then B to A the 2 numbers, B to B the 0 imbe, B to C 1. Then C to A 1, C to B 1, C to C is 0, and C to D is also 0 because D is an isolated vertex. Now for example, if you look at this figure here, the adjacency matrix create by the law, point A to A jomi gadim chido. A to A jomi mindu, A to C lu 2 numbers do, 2D, then B to B lu 2 numbers do, clockwise, anti-clockwise 2 numbers do. Then B to C lu 1 do, B to D lu 1 do. Then B to E lu di mindu. Then C to C lu mindu, C to A lu 2 do, C to B lu 1 do, and C to D lu 1 do. Then D to A lu mindu, D to B lu 1 do, D to C lu 1 do, D to E lu 1 do. Tizumbera E to A lu mindu, E to D lu 1 do, E to E lu 1, 2, 3, 4, E to E lu 4 do. Then she means 0 tsuni, which means that there is no connection, no network. 0 stands for no network. Thus you have created adjacency matrix here. With this we come towards the end of our lesson, and for further information you have to log in to Google Classroom and then see the assignments there. And thank you.